ready with lesson 50 on finding an average. So in order to find an average, the first thing you have to do is combine all the numbers to find the total. And the second thing that you got to do is then separate that total into equal groups. And we always separate into equal groups by dividing. Okay, I'm going to write a division sign here and an addition sign here. Because first you're going to add them all up and then you're going to divide by the number of groups there are. So let's look at an example. If I had 4 ounces in a cup, 7 ounces in a different cup, and 10 ounces in a third cup, and I wanted them equal, how much should I fill each cup up to? So picture you got 3 cups lined up. They each have a different amount in them, and you want them all equal. Well, first I'm going to add them all up. I'm going to combine to find the total. So 4 plus 7 plus 10 is 21. Now that I have my total, my second step was to separate into equal groups. So I am going to divide 21 by how much? How many groups were there? 1, 2, 3 groups. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. So my answer is that I should fill each cup up to 7 ounces. It is that easy. You add them all up and then you split them into equal groups. Let's look at another example. Brad's test scores are 80, 85, 90, 85, and 90. What is the average of his scores? So our first step is to add them all up. So let's do that. There's a lot here, so I'm going to start them over here. We've got 80. Five and 5 is 10. I'm going to walk you through how I would add up this many numbers. So I would say that 1 and 9 is 10. And then there's 3 8s, and I would do 8 times 3 is 24. And then I have the 9 left over. So 10 plus 24 is 34, and 34 plus 9 is 43. So now that I've found my sum and I've got 430, I need to split that 43 into equal groups. And how do I do that? Well, I'm going to divide it by the amount of groups there are. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So 430. So 430 divided by 5. 5 goes into 43 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40. 43 minus 40 is 3. I'm going to write my 3 there. 5 goes into 30 6 times. So my answer, his average is 86. Now notice, did he ever actually get an 86 on a test? He got an 80, an 85, a 90, an 85, and a 90. He never did. So sometimes your average, this type of average, which is also called the mean, by the way, is not one of your original numbers. But that means that it's exactly in the middle. And that's how your grades are actually figured out. When we find your average or a class average, it may not mean that you actually got that, but if we add up all your scores and divide by the amount that there are, that's the number that we get. All right. I have one more example for you. I'd like you to try it on your own. It says Amy records how long she spends on homework for a week. What is her average time on homework? And it tells us that she recorded these in minutes. So Monday she spent 15 minutes, Tuesday 30 minutes, Wednesday 25 minutes, Thursday 10 minutes, and Friday 50 minutes. So I want you to find the average amount of time that she spends on homework. I look forward to seeing you guys in class. Go ahead and get to work.